What's going on, everybody? And as of April 6th, 2022, exactly 30 years prior, Microsoft had officially released Windows 3.1 to the general public back on April 6th, 1992. Before I continue, I wanted to say that I do apologize for this video not actually going out on the 6th of April. For whatever reason, I thought that Windows 3.1 had actually released on the 29th. And also, I just had a ton of other things going on in my personal life. So anyways, we're doing this video on the 1st of May, because that's just when I had most amount of time to do it. So let's go ahead and actually get to this video. So the computer we're going to be using is my Packard Bell Legend 436 CDT from 1995. You may recognize this computer from my very first video that I ever uploaded to this channel. I took a look at this thing running Windows 95, and this time around I got Windows 3.1 running on it, as well as MS-DOS 6.22. And let's go ahead and power the thing on, and let's check out some new stuff in Windows 3.1. Still got the 75 megahertz Pentium processor. Still got 72 megabytes of RAM and a 1.25 or 1.275 gigabyte hard drive. Alright, and before we go ahead and launch Windows, let's go ahead and check out what version of DOS we're on, which in this case is MS-DOS version 6.22. So now, let's actually go ahead and launch into Windows and see what we got. Alright, so before we look at some new programs that were introduced in Windows 3.1, let's go ahead and I actually want to just point out that Windows 3.1 was not really considered to be a major release of the operating system, because Windows 3.1 really, like, it was very similar to that of its predecessor, which was Windows 3.0. Like, it had pretty much the same user interface. It still had the program manager interface, as you can see here. So now let's go ahead and take a look at what is actually new. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the most obvious, and that is Windows 3.1 was the first version of Windows to include the to use this logo as its Windows logo, I guess. And this is what we would normally associate with classic versions of Windows, like Windows 9X operating systems and whatnot. So, and you could probably also tell that from the boot up screen that when we first launched into Windows. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at some programs that are actually new here in Windows 3.1. So I'm going to start in the main folder here, and Pif Editor, pretty sure is new in Windows 3.1 here, as you can see. It works fine. And then the shortcut to the main README document is also new in Windows 3.1. This is This just talks about like just stuff relating to Windows 3.1 and that sort of thing. Yeah, so this is a verse version to include the shortcut to the README file in the main program group. Let's go and look at accessories next. Right, paintbrush, terminal, notepad, recorder, card file, calendar, and calculator. I'm pretty sure, well, actually all of those were in Windows 3.0. Object packager, I'm pretty sure, is new in 3.1. Character map, pretty sure is new in 3.1. And this just allows you to like select various types of characters that you might not otherwise be able to input on a keyboard, depending on what region of keyboard that you are using. Media player is new. This is the very first version of what would be referred to as Windows Media Player. So you can see, and this was intended for use with playing audio files and even certain types of video files. We can actually demonstrate this by playing a WAV file such as chord.wave here. I have tried to play .mid files on here, such as candy.mid, and for whatever reason it does not seem to want to play. Like, it'll act like it's playing, but it doesn't actually emit any audio, which is really weird. I guess just my audio configuration is just weird. Doesn't like to play MIDI files. But anyways, and then sound recorder, pretty sure is new. It's just a basic audio recording program. And if you had a microphone attached to your computer, assuming it was compatible with Windows 3.1, which unfortunately I do not have any microphones that are compatible on Windows 3.1, you could record audio from those using this program here. Take a look at the About box. So there's that. Let's go ahead and get into games. Windows 3.1 was the first version of Windows to include Minesweeper as a built-in Windows game. As you can see. And also, Windows 3.1 was the Windows 3.1 was the first version of Windows to not include Reversi as a built-in Windows game. Windows 3.0 was the last version of Windows to include Reversi as a built-in Windows game. So Minesweeper essentially replaced Reversi. And really, the only other thing to talk about is that Windows 3.1 was the first version of Windows to include system sounds in the operating system. Since we're running Windows 3.11 on here, we don't actually have the ta-da sound. We only have chimes, chord, and ding. So we can demo those here. And that's really about it for this video. This kind of I don't know if you'd call it a retrospective of kind of the new stuff in Windows 3.1. It's more or less just taking a look at what's new in Windows 3.1 on period accurate hardware. Now I know that this computer is from 1990. Sorry about that hard cutoff there. Um, for whatever reason, my digital camera just decided to just stop recording video for some reason. I initially thought it was just because it was starting to run up on space on the SD card that I have in this, but no, I checked and it's only using 50% of it with the video that I had going prior to this. But anyways, what I was trying to say was this computer, despite it being from 1995, I went with this just because this was one of the oldest fully functioning computers that I own, and really this is really the only computer that I own that supports that I'm able to get graphics and sound working in Windows 3.1 on. So that's why I'm using it here, and I mean, at least this thing is not like way off, because I mean this is a computer from March of 1995, so I believe this computer would have actually shipped with Windows 3.1 from the factory back when it was new, so at least it's still from the same era. So you know, that's something. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this kind of Windows 3.1 30th anniversary type of video. Go ahead and give it a like, get subscribed if that's your thing, and I'll see you in the next video. So until then, bye.